Hello, my name is Ethan, and welcome back to another episode Path of Exile Sentinel League 3.18. In this episode, I want to go through the Blight-Ravaged maps, because I've actually found that these are quite profitable, quite rewarding, very fun, very worth it, and with our tower strategy from last season with the Annoints and stuff, we're still able to do Blight-Ravaged maps this early on. We are Blight-Ravaged viable, and you might be able to complete some too with our strategy. So if you guys watch this video and you learn the strategy, maybe the towers can carry you too, and you can make tons of loot. It's pretty good. The strategy consists of putting the correct oils on the map, including clear, sepia, amber. You also have to have the correct anoints on your rings for the towers, and you have to build the correct towers in the correct locations in the correct combo set, as I show in this video. So I wanted to just put this at the beginning, so new players who are like, well, what's the strategy? That's pretty much, if you cover these bases, then it's much less about your build, and then you only have to deal with like juggernauts, and those are rares, and they only deal like 2 to 3 damage to the pump, and you can still kill them with towers. It's really nice. This strategy is amazing. I would also like to show this at the beginning of the video to prepare people for the cost of this strategy. So, just to get into the strat, because I told you you'll need the anoints for the map and also for your rings, you need the ring anoint, which is silver opalescent, for this chilling freeze tower special. So, that's pretty expensive. And then the second one was Violet Indigo for the Meteor Burning Ground. This is a lot cheaper, and I did this one very early, and it allowed me to do Blight much more consistently. Meteor Burning Ground is so cheap and so good. I highly recommend this, even earlier than this one if you're not even doing the Blight Ravaged. Then you just spam meteors, and you're like, it's hilarious. Okay, now let's get into the strat. I just wanted to show gameplay deep into one of these Blight-Ravaged maps. So once you've set up your towers and you have your, let's say your chills empowered and your seismics empowered, and then you have your empowered meteors, you can pretty much just chill. You got some toxics coming in, so as long as you got your chaos res cap with your 500 regen, it seems to be working out pretty well for me. And then one of the really bad ones was magma barrier. Every now and then you'll see some juggernauts that are stun immune and freeze immune and cannot be action speed slowed, so they just walk through and you have to kill them. That's why there's a couple damage. It's rares don't do 10 at least. Bosses can't get that mod, so that's kind of cool. And then you pretty much, once you have this stun lock of the empowering a seismic 3, and then with these ring anoints obviously, and with the chill 3, and make sure the seismic's in front, because the freeze has a limited number of targets, so it's like a filter. Only the stuff that's stun immune gets through this seismic, and then that's not that much for the freeze to deal with, and it'll also, you can clean up the monsters that are building up on the freeze using extra meteor towers. So I highly recommend having some of the meteors. Why meteor? It actually bypasses the fire immunity, apparently. You see how a lane can be immune to fire? The Burning Ground bypasses it, so then it's no lane is immune to the Burning Ground meteor, basically. So I highly recommend it. Look how tanky these things are. See, this is where since it's only these, to clean it up, I do this. And don't worry, I will be getting into the full guide. I just wanted to show you actual, like, look at the strategy working. Look at how much you can lock up the monsters. It still works. Just proof before we get into the guide, because if you're gonna spend time learning the thing, you want to make sure it works, right? So I'm proving it to show you. I've done a ton on stream, but yeah, I just wanted to show one, and we can actually go through the loot together because people like this part a lot. Alright, so we did that Blight-Ravaged map. We cleaned up all the trash chests, but it wasn't completely trash. We got a 6-link of a Doomfletch, yeah, and a 6-link Tabula, so, well, it's always a 6-link, but yeah. Let's loot. I won't pick it up. I'm just gonna show the loot, and then we'll get into the strat. The Void. Stag dicks, like 10 of them. Teal oil, Azure. Okay. Awakened Sextant. So much Chaos Orbs and Orbs of a Making. Lots of loot. These are like 18 to 20C right now, so it's probably gonna be a lot more in... Yeah, these are probably going to go up in price after I show this. Crimson Oil. This is the same stuff from last season, just optimized for this stuff and already tested on the new mods too. Very good. Nice. This is the first inventory of loot. Alright, guide part. We have the map. I qualitied it with some chisels. We got caldera and alleyways. Alleyways might be really bad, so I might avoid this, but I think I'll run both. Clear oil is to slow down the enemies. The reason this is really important is the meteor is slow flying through the air, so it actually has a delay, and it shoots at where the enemy is, and if the enemy moves, it can actually be too fast for the meteor, and it misses. So if you slow down the monster, it makes the meteors hit, which makes the burning ground better, which makes them sit on the burning ground for longer, which can really help for those juggernauts and invulnerable. That used to be a thing. They took it out. They don't let invulnerable spawn inside of Blight anymore. There was some other shit too. Seal infuse, ice prison I showed you. There's a bunch of rare mobs that will just overwhelm you if you don't get them killed by the meteors. Move speed slow. Amber tower, same thing actually. Meteor tower killing everything, insane. And then reducing the cost, because if you don't do this, you have to be an expert and be really efficient with your building costs, and this is just allowing you to be a noob. So these are the noob oils. I highly recommend it when you don't have a build yet and you're trying to league start and you're getting into the game. Also, when you elk, there's pretty much only 2 mods you really have to skip. Monsters cannot be stunned, and monsters' action speed cannot be slowed or changed or whatever. That one, those two, so that they can be stunned and that they can be frozen and chilled. That's very important for this strategy, and that's it. Other than that, I really just re-roll like bad mods I don't like for my own personal survivability sometimes, but other than that, we're fine. Are those not being consumed? Oh, is that because I have this? Oh. That's poopy. Okay, good to know. Don't take stream of consciousness when you're doing your blight, because you can't use fragments. Okay, so now the strat for this. I would start it, and normally I would just click it right away, and you can see all your loot at the bottom. This actually gets scaled by the amount of quantity. So then you could put like silver oil and get a ton of extra quant, and it gives you tons of extra chests. But pretty much the strategy, you want towers close to each other and a minimum of 2 together, like you want collections of 2. And so the strategy is, you see this one lane. On this one lane, you need an empower, you need a chill 3 and a seismic 3 affected by an empower. So usually I look at a 2 tower collection, so these 2, and I put an empower, and I make sure the other tower is in range. The way you know it's in range is you can actually see, well, my tower is on top of my pump. I can't really, this. So you see how there's a circle next to it, and this one doesn't have the circle. This shiny, bright circle means that it's affected by the Empower Tower. If the Empower Tower doesn't have line of sight, which means direct vision, direct connection, where like there's a wall blocking, it wouldn't work. If there's terrain, a tree, anything, so you want open layouts so you can actually build towers that empower each other and connect, because this strategy is all about empowering the towers. After you have this, nothing can get through it, except for when too many monsters come to this freeze and it gets overwhelmed, because it has a limited amount of targets. So you actually need damage to keep the amount of monsters low. This strategy will hold, but only a limited amount for this one. This one holds all of the stun, all the monsters that are not stun immune, and anything that's stun immune gets held by this. So sometimes I like to do 2 freezes, so I'm safe. But now you can see that these towers are not close enough, and this tower is not buffed up by this one, and this placement is really awkward, and I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna come up here, and I'm gonna try to empower this, and see if it reaches. It reached. Now I can turn this one into a freeze, which is really awkward because it's on top of a spawn. Not great. And this one as my stun now to try to limit it. And then you can see how I almost got one-shotted. Pretty good. And then I only have 75 reses and stuff. And I'm not, yeah. I put on this ruby flask just for this, for blight, because it was pretty difficult for the magma barriers. So I'm going to do 2 more meteors to increase the damage to keep the monsters dead. And then I was thinking about doing another freeze here to have a second backup. I'm not sure. Okay, now we can say this spot's fine. I'm going to do a third chill here. And this one doesn't have an empower, but it still can hold. And over here, Now I have to start building the other side where it looks really bad. It looks really bad. We're not going to touch it yet. That strategy is letting some more towers spawn, because sometimes if you preemptively build, it can actually mess you up because you've built wrong. You have to wait to see. So I brittled him. Wait. I brittled him. Okay, I brittled him. And now we mark him. Might as well brittle him again. Mark him skellies. The skellies are for body blocking. Oh, and I have a cast when damage taken immortal call for AFK. Because my bone armor doesn't get activated when I'm not doing anything. Okay, did we get any more towers down here? Yeah, so you can see that I can do this, and this will be a stun, which will be really helpful by waiting. And then I actually got the other combo too, so I can do this one into a freeze chill thing, and I should be safe. I just need now a meteor to make sure that I don't get overwhelmed. Perfect. And that's literally the strat. And because it's only a 2-lane map, Caldera, that means I'm pretty much done. And I just want to build more so that I can make sure that the monsters never build up. Oh god, I let something through. Okay, he got frozen. Scree the Infected. Look at him. Look at him. Now you just slowly kill him with your 0 damage like me. I have like 3 mil right now. Toxics, like I said, don't kill you as long as you have your 75 chaos and 500 regen. They do about the same amount of damage. So if you're at 0 chaos, you would need... Look at how much a magma barrier does. So that's with Ruby Flask, and that's with Immortal Call. So yeah, it does a lot. A few of those is gonna do... It's gonna kill you. 4 of them, you're probably dead. So we could Val Skelly, I don't know. I dropped the Phantasms now. And then you can see it just holds. It actually just infinitely holds. It's insane. And as long as you have the meteors to keep down the monster count, very important. And I'm telling you, the oils are pretty important to have the meteors do the extra damage, because these mods have made the rares so much tankier. You actually kind of need the extra damage because you don't have any. You can't reliably kill these things, so you need the towers. It's a full-on tower strat. What's happening here? He's gonna get frozen, right? 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 Is that a freeze lane this close? This is insane. Okay, he got stunned. It is a freeze lane. It goes up. Dude, I need a meteor right here. Okay, get frozen. Okay, good. That's good, that's good. We'll kill Scree the Infected once again. Good 5-minute encounter. And then the XP is actually pretty decent on Ravaged Blight too, because it's a high item level, high monster level, and we're at 92. It's pretty easy to die though. That's what I've been upping my survivability now. I figure it'd be useful. I upgraded my chest plate because I actually dropped 6 links, and I was like, oh, I could split them. Oh, I could craft this. It's better than my item level 66 chest plate. Sure. Start getting some upgrades in the build. True. It's pretty good, dude. What the fuck? That's just me killing it. True. There's no meteor. That's why. I'm like, what the hell's going on? Okay, let's get some meteors over here. We got the Roa. Oh. And we got, Sharnath. And then I'll show you guys the loot. I'll probably cut to the next video. The next map. This one's pretty much done. I'll show you another setup. Just to show you, different layouts. Because this was just one map with 2 lanes. I want to show how consistent it is. Alleyways is also the one where I think you sometimes don't get towers, so I kind of want to show that in a video. It literally ended right after oh my god. Okay, well it ended with that boss not being dead, because I've noticed that duplicator boss, Spore Plume, basically the weird thing I noticed is if you wait to kill it last, it already counts as being dead after 1. The duplication of the Spore Plume is not a real boss that counts for the continuation of the Blight. Oh god, the Burning Ground. That happens because some monsters make burning ground, and then you come into the area and it's not loaded, and then you burn. Oh my god, that's so much damage. Let's just show the loot. I don't need to loot it. We'll do one more. Ooh, an influence scouting report. Corroded fossils. Black oil, crimsons, awakened sextons, chaos. Okay. I want to take those bad oils off my filter, obviously, but I haven't done it yet. Gonna do it today. I'm still using them, that's kind of why. Like, that's awkward. I'm using the bad oils. How could I take them off? This map's still worth it. 39% attack speed. Holy shit. The item combos. Alright, one more. So we got this. Looks good. Doesn't have anything I can't do. Because it just cannot be stunned in the other one. And then clear oil. Sepia. Amber. Then we have, it'll actually use the sack frags. And the reason I'm not corrupting is because tainted oil is worthless. No one's using it. And the drop rate's not great. The drop rate isn't great. And yeah. So then, like I said, you get 2 towers together, that works. 2 towers together, that works. So then you would just do this, get your empower set up. Get your seismic set up with the empower in the front. Then get your freeze in the back. And you're good to go. And we just need more towers. So this one could be a meteor. To already begin the killing. And since they're all on this side, I could just build up all the meteors right now. Reduce tower costs, everything, yeah. That one goes around. This starts here and then goes around and comes through here, so it actually still goes through the same spot. So you don't have to do anything different yet. But I also notice... Oh, now... Okay, this is a bit different. You can see they're coming through here, so I'm gonna do this as a stun. And then I kind of want to make a second freeze. And then I could make another stun here, and now it just meteors. I figure this is like insanely strong now. Because it'll block everything. It'll kill everything. This could be another stun, just to make sure I have stun on this side. And now we could just do meteors. I could do a freeze here, a third freeze. Since they're all in this one area. Dude, alleyways is working out really well this time. So, where I thought it was bad towers, no, this is actually the best right now. But I think this is RNG. Now we can go the other side. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There's that problem I talked about. Oh, magma barrier's fun. So I'm not going to build it yet. Like I said, don't build it. We can actually throw our AG in there and he'll just explode everything. Did you see that? So fun. Explode AG. We could just drop some meteors here. Keep monster count down. Okay. Now this side, we have an extra tower, so we can make a freeze. That's decent. Better than nothing. We'd like another tower right here for seismic. You see a boss coming in, and what's he gonna do? Get frozen, idiot. Lol, look at the damage! That's having so many meteor towers this time. The damage diff on bosses. He's still so tanky, dude. Oh my god. Let's brittle him. We assassins marked him. Look how fast he's dying. Jesus. Pulling's nice. So yeah, we'll need a seismic here, like I said. And it's nice to have some damage, as you could tell. It is definitely nice. We need some freezes, I mean some meteors. And this could be another seismic. I don't know what's going on over here. Okay, perfect. I could make this a freeze, with this being the empower, I think. This side's scaring me. It reached. We're good. We're so good now. We're really good. I could AFK for a minute and a half and just watch it. Legit. So how you guys doing? This stret's pretty cool. You literally just filter out the shit that is not immune to the stun, and you're good, and then just have those extra freezes in the back to catch the extra shit, and you get to chill back, and your meteors kill everything. And then so we could use this extra time to, what I usually do in this extra time, instead of AFK, is I would make sure I have meteors, because it's pretty important to kill this stuff. It seems like we're good, though. Like, it actually just seems fine. We have so many. We've built everything. We're done. Nice. So then you guys can enjoy this strat and get this kind of insane XP too. You can tell that a couple times it was nice to have minions actually doing some damage, but I only have like 3 mil, and they explode AG a little bit. But if you get a good tower layout, tower setup, then you actually just get carried by the setup. It's GG easy, and I'll come back with the loot.
matter.
Alright, I opened up all the armor chests, and you have no idea how much loot is left because all the lanes disappear when you leave the map. But just enjoy the loot now. I'll show you. I'll talk about anything that I get. Cool. Let's see what we get. No lucky chests in this. I got a Saint's Treasure from my loot explosion. That was pretty cool. Got black oil. Chaos orbs. Rich. Lots of money. Lots of money. What about this? Any golden oils? The audio is broken. Opalescent oil. Div cards. Jesus. And oils. Breach scarabs. Breach rings. 83 breach rings. Or are they 85? 85. Get some 85 bases. Good loot. So yeah, just build, just get these Annoints, put those Annoints on the map, avoid cannot be stunned and cannot be frozen, be careful of Juggernaut monsters, and that's why we have the meteors doing so much damage, build extra meteors more than you think you need, and yeah, I hope you guys make tons of money on the Blight-Ravaged maps. Don't raise the price too much, guys. Gotta farm them too. Hey, leave some for the rest of us. Thank you guys for watching, thanks for hanging out, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you guys did enjoy it, if this was helpful to you, if you found this at all useful, then like that video. If you guys, let's hit 77 likes in 2 days on this video, and I'll reply to all the comments in the comment section below. Thank you for watching. Thanks for hanging out. And if you guys made it to this point in the video, you might as well subscribe and then be notified of more videos like this. I'm gonna post more insane, helpful videos so you can be a god gamer too. Let me know how much loot you get and how it goes and how many Blight-Ravaged maps you beat. Thanks for watching and have a great day. Bye.